Alright guys, let's take a look at Tron or TRX on the channel for the first time in quite a while. Now, last time we looked at this was January 22, so we do find ourselves a little bit lower than where we were about 2 months ago. And basically you can see that it's this, downward sloping resistance that's just keeping us down. Now, if we were to get up to that point today and deal with this resistance, it would take place at about 24 cents even. Now, without news or anything, I don't think we're going to bounce up here and just cross over this resistance. Now, if Bitcoin starts to pump, it's possible maybe we could. But yeah, this is the resistance that's basically just kept us down since beginning of January. So we have about 3.5 months below this trend line. And I haven't marked off any daily resistances on this chart, guys, but the weekly resistance up here would be the next resistance at about 24.7 cents to cross over. And, there's not going to be much volume up here, guys. So let's take a look at the volume profile here for the visible range. Let me put this on a weekly time frame. It'll make it a little bit easier maybe to see. Okay, so there is like very little volume. Now let's put this on the daily. Might be a little better actually. Okay, we are running into a point where we are in the middle of this node right here. So we do have to cross over these two larger nodes here, and then we will probably start to speed up, with our ascent, we can say, up. Now, once we get over the point of control here at about, 24.76, actually, let me do this. And yeah, okay, it takes place at about 24.76. Yeah, you can see, we're just going to start, rocketing upwards, basically. But I want to also note that around 30 cents or so, 30.2 cents, we do have to get out of this Fibonacci level. So that is, the next concern after we get above basically the point of control here where you see this green and red line. Now this green line is a weekly resistance. We need to seal a weekly candle above that before we make it support. So, but yeah, then we have the top of this Fibonacci. So, Tron actually, it only has on this Fibonacci up to about 46 cents that basically it says it's possible to get up to. Now, I have measured this from the top of the bull market all the way down to the bottom point. And, Tron is one of the better coins. It's performed the best. Now, most, alts are basically in that bottom, Fibonacci still. And that's basically the reaccumulation zone, guys. Now, Tron has done a very good job. I'm not sure how. There are a lot of tokens floating around. If we look at this, guys, oh yeah, it's up here. It's 95 billion in the total supply. Now there is no max supply, and circulating. That's really weird, guys, because there's actually more circulating than the total supply. So something is off here a little bit. Not sure how they got this. So I don't know. Maybe nobody updated this number. But yeah, you can see that basically there's, about 1 million more tokens circulating than total supply. I'm not sure how CoinGecko, does this or who updates it, but yeah. Now, all-time high was still, 43 cents about 3 months ago. You're still getting about a 48.5% discount on Tron at the moment. So that is not too bad, guys, in my opinion. I do hold Tron. Now, I do not hold a very large amount of Tron. So I just want to make that clear. It isn't really a project that I trust too much because you do have Justin Sun behind this project, guys. And, not many people know a lot about this guy. And, some people say he's bad for the space. Some people think he's good. I'm neutral on him right now, guys, but yeah, be careful. Don't put your life savings in something, and especially in one coin, so yeah. Anyways, let's take a look at Bitcoin. Bitcoin is actually pulling back right now. Not sure why. Let's see. Let's put this on a 4-hour time frame. Yeah, it's just been taking place since, last night. Basically, it's been going down. Now, we do have this trader who is almost $10 million in profit at the moment. And that is the one, if you remember, people were talking about and I was talking about on the channel, that basically, longed the market at the perfect time and they shorted the market at the perfect time a couple of weeks ago. So, yeah, they do have some probably inside information from the Trump family because it seems that it corresponds with the times that Eric Trump, says something or Donald Trump says something. So someone around them knows something, I'm sure. But yeah, they are about 10 million in profit at the moment, guys, unfortunately. There is a group that is trying to liquidate him. Now, you can see the liquidation price for this trader is about $85,500, but the current price is about $3,000 less. So, let's go to the CME chart. Actually, you do see there is still a gap here, guys. We haven't actually filled that. It's not a significant gap, though. It's not very big. It's only maybe a couple $100 wide still. We can say wide. But anyways, yeah, just be aware there is a gap above us still. But yeah, I mean, we don't have to fill that gap. This could be the end, guys. We don't know, of course. Now, taking a quick look at Ethereum, guys, it is kind of in a bearish pattern here, as you see. It is kind of making a little bit of a bear flag. I put this trend line here to see if it respects it. I mean, overall, yeah, it is making, higher lows basically along the way here. And it was basically saved by the top of this Fibonacci about a week ago, actually. So yeah, exactly a week ago. So let's see what happens. But it is dumping at the moment with Bitcoin. Now, if we look at the total market cap excluding Bitcoin, we have dumped through this trend line that was mainly keeping us up for the majority of the time. You can see we did have a little deviation here. But now we have pretty much broken through this and we sit at $1.02 trillion. Now, the dominance, guys, we do kind of have a triple bottom here. I do worry about this. But this is actually dumping. So it does need to come all the way up here to around this neckline. And then we can say maybe we have a triple bottom pattern. But if it dumps, then we do not. So let's see what happens. We really need to break the bottom of this, which would be, 61.52%. And, you can see that we've still made higher lows, basically, here. Because this is the 4-hour time frame, guys. And, yeah, you can see this is a low here, and then you have a little bit higher, and then slightly higher here. So, yeah, it is making higher lows still. So let's see what happens. We do have about an hour and 11 minutes still on this candle. But we do need to break this area here, this kind of local area. And, then we need to start breaking these little nodes that I've kind of marked out here. Now, dollar index, guys, it actually did lose the 103.39. What was it, yesterday, I guess? And yeah, I mean, it's actually made its way back above, and it's just kind of consolidating around this area. Of course, not much going on with the dollar index. It's not rapidly decreasing like it was in the last couple of weeks or so, but yeah, it's going through a consolidation, I would say. Now, taking a look at the fear and greed, guys, it is a 32 today. Yesterday it was a 30. I have to use Binance here. Because the one that I'm using, it wasn't actually working for some reason. Now, altcoin season index, it's a 29 right now, so it has gone up. I refreshed this right before the video, guys. It was at 27. Now we see ourselves at a 29. So we are in neutral territory here. It's neither, Bitcoin season or altcoin season, but we are starting to move up finally. Now, the bull market peak indicators, sell at the top. We are still 0 for 30. It's still 100% hold. And if we go to the best indicator here, the Pi Cycle top indicator, you can see it's still curving away. Now, keep in mind, this is a very, very, very slow indicator. But it looks like we are prolonging this cycle, guys. We were closer back here last June. It looked like we might, run together here with the green line, but then we started to prolong this cycle over here. So, it looks like maybe we're going to move away for a little while. We're just prolonging again. And maybe after the summer this year, we can start to see this come together. I think by the end of the year, though, guys, we're probably going to have to get out now. Originally, my idea was, before, originally was around Christmas or so of this year, or last year, in 2024. But then I changed my mind and I said probably before summer. But now it looks like it's going to be after summer, guys, just because we are prolonging this cycle. Now, today we only have maybe industrial production numbers, and we do have Atlanta Fed GDP now, which could be somewhat important, but pretty much, if you put this on a 1 to 10 scale, I would say it's like a 3 or a 4, so not much is going to happen today. Now, tomorrow, we do have the interest rate decision. We also have the FOMC statement, and we do have the press conference. So that is the most important thing, probably the press conference. We need to see if Powell is going to be dovish or hawkish. And, let's see. Now, the interest rate projection, like I said, 99% chance that we are not going to get a cut. There's still 1% holding out hope, though. But yeah, I think, it's not likely that we get a cut tomorrow. Now, in May, this has actually gone down, but if we start, getting good CPI, PPI numbers, things like this, guys, we'll probably see this reverse a little bit. At one point, a couple of weeks ago or so, it was almost 50-50. So let's see what happens. There is a 0.2% chance that we do get a half-point cut, but I don't think so, guys. If anything, they'll cut slow, but not more than a quarter point, I'm sure. Now, taking a look at the crypto bubbles, guys, most of the bubbles are in the red at the moment because Bitcoin is dumping a little bit, but there are still some projects in the green here, so it doesn't look too bad. Now, the week, keep in mind, is green, so that is good, but if Bitcoin will stop dumping, we'll see this get more green today. So, yeah, let's hope. Now, if you want to stake your coins, guys, I was looking for Pancake Swap yesterday. So go to Coinondo and, look at the time frames that you have to lock up your coins. Be aware of some limits and things too as well. You don't want to get stuck in any position, and locked up if you, want to sell. So keep that in mind, guys. Don't lock your coins up for, 120 days because, we don't know what's going to happen in 120 days. Now, it's up to you if you want to take that risk. It's not financial advice, but me personally, I'm looking, to lock my coins up for 30 days maximum, or, flexible staking is best if possible. Anyways, guys, that is pretty much all I got for you today with Tron. And if you like this video, like, subscribe, activate the bell, and I'll see you guys in the next one.